toolbar is on. So you turn your section toolbar on, and I just want to create a section plane. I'll title my section. Right now, just call it section 6. I want to go straight up and down, so there it is, right? And then I can move this up and down. Cameron, you did some nice floor plan stuff in there too, I see. That's great. All right. Now I'm gonna move this straight down to C. All right, I want a full floor plan. All right, looks pretty detailed.
Sometimes it fills it all in.
Sometimes it does, but he actually defined. Depends on how you modeled it.
No.
He actually defined and modeled all these things individually. If someone just modeled it as a straight rectangle, like let's say for instance, I'm gonna do that right now. Come on, man, stick. Okay, so I do that, and I'm just gonna pull this straight up. It would just do it just like that. You know? Oh no, I'm sorry. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about something else. That's the command here. So if I click this, display section cuts, display section as a fill, it's gonna fill in every cut. You get that?
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta turn that off.
That you turn off. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. That was my mistake. But even still, so this is the section. Pretty detailed, right? I want to take this and create a floor plan out of it. So I'm going to select all of it. And I'll just select that new box I created too. Why not? You can join the family.
Yeah, that's the arena.
I'm going to click off of my sections here. Now with me, I'm clicking off of all these actual sections. I don't know what all these lines are, Cameron. It's probably like a group.
I don't know.
But even still, I go to File, Export, 2D Graphic. That's really important to say. SketchUp doesn't know do you want it as 3D, because they can do a 3D DWG file. I don't want that. I want a 2D DWG file. But before I do that, I have to go to my plan view. I almost forgot. Plan view, I'm in the plan view. Luckily, parallel projections are already on, but if not, those in perspective, that's not how I want it. It's not orthogonal, okay? So what I'm going to do instead is go to the camera, parallel projection, then I go to File, Export. I'm gonna select all again. I feel like I might have missed something in my selection. So, all right, yeah, maybe I do have it all. All right, File, Export, 2D Graphic, Velicirati 1. What do I say now? Don't get everybody sick over here now, Ryan.
That's right.
I'm messing with you. So, what do I export it as?
DWG.
A what? A what?
DWG.
A dot DWG.
Dot
Forget that, okay? A dot D. What is DWG short for?
Drawing.
Drawing, right? Okay. I want to create a what?
Drawing.
Drawing. So let me export it as a what?
Drawing.
Drawing. A dot DWG. Okay, it's not hard to remember. Do not forget that. All right. So, drawing file dot DWG. Export. Export. Okay. Great. So then I'm going to open up Illustrator and or AutoCAD, depending on what you want to work in. Remember when I talked on Monday about what the differences were between Illustrator and AutoCAD? What is AutoCAD better at than Illustrator?
The commands.
The commands. Towards what?
The toolbar thing.
AutoCAD is a what type of software?
2D.
It's a vector software.
Oh, wait.
It can be 3D, so it's not just 2D. It's a command line software. You remember that?
That's what I'm
Okay, yes, you did. You're right. Command lines. What does command line mean?
You can type in the
You could type.
command.
I can just start typing, and I can literally do anything based off of typing in the command. And then the cool thing about AutoCAD, I can start typing. I type C. All the commands that start with C come up, and it filters out as I continue typing. So I can literally guess a command, type it to see if AutoCAD has it. You know, I want to trim these two lines. I think AutoCAD can do something like trim. So let me just trim. Oh, there's trim. Now I can do that command, right? Oh, you know what? I want to join these lines. I think if I start typing in join, oh, there's join, so I can join the lines. You can logically teach yourself how to do more in this software. Are you with me? Get it? Okay. It is better than Illustrator. Why? This is Illustrator. Let me open up AutoCAD while I'm talking. Why is it better than Illustrator? I mean, what is it better than Illustrator in? I'm sorry.
You can do the commands with specific lengths of your lines, right?
Yeah, so
Like
you're getting there. Anybody want to help her out? Huh? Drawing, yes. That's
It gives you more
say it a little bit better
accurate.
for me.
I don't know. I know what I'm
You
trying to
do
say,
know.
but I don't know how to
You
say
know.
it. I don't
Huh?
know how to say it. I know.
So, oh, why don't I have this over? I would delete this. So AutoCAD is better at drafting. I can draft so much easier in AutoCAD. I can type in line, and it has what's called polar tracking. It tracks what I do, similar to what SketchUp does. It lets me know as I'm moving, this is how far you are. And this little green dash is telling me that you are on an orthogonal plane or an orthogonal axis, okay? Polar tracking helps with that. Now I know I'm at 90 degrees going this way. You see this little thing, polar, right here that says polar 90 degrees? It lets me know that not only am I at 90 degrees, but I'm at this length. This is my polar tracking. Now I'm at 52 degrees. Now I'm at 35 degrees. I am able to track my movements. Illustrator does not allow you to do that. The other thing is, because I can track my movements, I can say, okay, give me 5,000. Now this isn't to scale. So I'm saying give me 5,000. Then I can say give me 2,000. Then I can say give me 1,000. I can just go specific and exact lengths as I grab.
1,000 watts.
I think it's like millimeters or something like that. It's meter format, so.
You want to switch to architectural units?
You should, but I'm not saying it. I'm not actually making anything, but yes, you should. If I want to change my units, what should I do?
Type in units.
Just type in units. There we go. It's a command line software. Anything I want to do, I just have to type it in. I don't have to go find some icon hidden in a toolbar that's not turned on yet.
That's a lie. You can't type in unit. Oh yeah, you can.
Yes, you can. He said, "Oh yeah, you can."
It was lagging a little
Is
slow.
it free or
Huh?
is it free or?
Is it free?
What is it? Unit mode?
I'm not.
AutoCAD.
You
How
can't
much
get it
free?
for free, student.
Oh, so let me answer this question for everyone. Rafiq just asked, is it free? Is AutoCAD free?
Yes.
So you
Students
guys are
can get it
students,
for
right?
free.
It is
Right.
absolutely free for every student. Using your student email, you can go to autodesk.com and
Yeah,
download
like
this
3
to
years.
one device of your choosing. It's just one device though, but for absolutely free.
It's up to 5.
It's up to 5?
Right.
No, it's not.
No, 3. I think no.
I think.
I don't know if
Just
AutoCAD is
download
different.
last
When I
night.
saw Autodesk Revit and Autodesk 3ds Max, I only get one machine. So I don't know, maybe,
But
but,
you
look,
can download
you
all
can
of
download
them.
it and install it for free. You can download
2 to 5.
their
Oh.
Autodesk Design Suite. They have other
Right.
software, but the Design Suite, yes.
So what is the name of the programs that we should go ahead and get from?
Right now, you want AutoCAD, you already have SketchUp.
What you said? Autodesk
Right
Design
now.
Suite.
Autodesk makes
All the
these products. Once you sign in, they'll let you know what you can download for free.
Okay.
Okay? But for now, just AutoCAD. I don't want you to use up your trials or run out of. No, it's not trials. It's actually free for whatever.
You get 3
But
You get 3 years.
with the stuff that you'll be learning later, 3ds Max will come into play potentially.
Oh, that's great.
Revit will definitely come into play next year. But do not try and learn Revit yet. One thing at a time, please. Okay? So I saw you here like, yeah, that's my software. Wait.
You like
But anyway,
Yeah.
this is where AutoCAD is different than Illustrator. I can click, I can move, I can function, I can get exact angles, lengths, and dimensions for whatever I do. That is great for drafting. I mean, look, Illustrator just struggles with this. If I wanted to trim, I just type in trim, right? And I can just say, I want to trim this, and I can just trim it, right? Illustrator struggles with line work variations. Illustrator is not the best at drafting, therefore. Just creating lines, coordinating lines, Illustrator is not the best at. What is Illustrator the best at?
Illustrating.
I was really gonna say that. I really was. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Huh?
Collages.
Okay. Towards what you guys are using this for. I would just tell you.
Oh, laser cutter?
No, well, AutoCAD is actually technically, in my opinion, better at laser cutting, but it's not as easy. But Illustrator is also good at laser cutting. Illustrator is better at line weight manipulation, graphic displays. Okay? In the end, you have to take all these lines. You can't just present these lines like this. You have to make one line thicker than the other. You got to hash this thing in. You got to represent, subtle modifications between these things. And Illustrator is the best at line weight manipulation. AutoCAD can do line weight manipulation. How's AutoCAD do line weight manipulation? Based off of what?
Color.
Colors. Okay? AutoCAD says if it's blue, I'll let you set up a plot style to say everything that's blue, print with 0.0001 millimeter thickness. Okay? If it's red, it'd be 0.002 millimeter thickness. If it's cyan or whatever, and you can change those in your plot style. Right? But the thing is, I can't see that the way it'll print. It's a translation. It'll translate something that's red here. If I make this red, let me make it red. Where's my colors? Just give me a color, gosh.
Type in color.
Alright, I make this red, I make this blue. I make this
Queen.
magenta. Right?
What if your printer is only black and white, no matter?
So, no, just so I'll use that to answer your question. That's actually not a bad question.
And that is a waste
So
of time.
what AutoCAD is gonna do is say, I'm gonna take, can y'all see these colors? AutoCAD says, I'm going to take these colors and I'm going to represent them with thickness. They're all going to be black when they're printed, but they're gonna represent with thickness variations. You get what I'm saying? Now, as I'm looking at this right now, I can't imagine what that's gonna look like. I'm guessing. And I'm hoping that when I PDF it or print it, it comes out what I intended. I'm making my blue 0.0003 millimeters thick.
But
I don't know if
you
that's the best thickness.
print preview.
You can do a print preview, yes, but then that's not necessarily a PDF view to print preview, so it looks a little, the anti-aliasing isn't there, so you can't really see it as if it would look as a print.
The
Right?
anti what?
Anti-aliasing, it's like the translating of what it would look like in print versus the pixels on the screen.
Gotcha.
You know how when you have those angles, sometimes it does angles like this? Did I get that? It's like at a very micro level, anti-aliasing like lets you see it as a cleaner line the way it would look in a print versus the pixels on the screen. But even still, so my point is, when I'm in AutoCAD, although AutoCAD can do every single line thickness that Illustrator can, I don't get the real-time feedback that I need in order to know what it's going to look like. You guys understand that? So while I can, and when I was like doing this in AutoCAD, only before I even knew Illustrator, I was killing it in AutoCAD because I had been doing it so long. I learned the thicknesses, and I knew them, so I knew I can pretty much guess what a blue is gonna look like because I do it so much. Blue is fine, red is this, so alright, I'm good to go, and it was good. But Illustrator is so much better because I can see it directly. I can click it, change it right there, and it looks smooth and clean with all my line weights on a white background canvas, the same way it would look on paper. Okay?
Now, can you do it on AutoCAD and then transfer?
So
the
that's
file?
exactly what I'm about to get into. So your best process, what I recommended for everyone when I talk to you on Monday, is to learn both AutoCAD and Illustrator. Bring your SketchUp file into AutoCAD. Draft it the way you want it. Change and manipulate your lines the way you want it. Then you put it into Illustrator to manipulate your line weights, your graphics for presentation. Okay? You can force both to do one, either one to do both. You can force either one to do both. Or you can maximize both by using both. Okay? Alright, so I'm gonna import.
I'm
I know
gonna
we got
pray
3
for
minutes.
this knowledge to come to me because
Huh?
I am lost.
So I'm gonna open up that Villa Sarabi. See you opening DWG file. So this is my line weight. It looks pretty good, right? Now I can use these lines and just change the lines, but what I generally do, I use those as a guide. I'll create a new layer. If I want to create new layers, what should I type in?
Layer.
Layer. Technically layer properties, but if I just type in layer, it'll come up. So these are all my layers. So I want to create layer 1, layer 2, and layer 3, right? I want to make layer 1 blue. I'm just guessing colors. That had to be any one color. Layer 2 cyan. Layer 3 I want it to be yellow. Okay? I'm just throwing in colors. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit out. Those are now my layers. If I want to draft under a certain layer up here under my layer properties area, I say, all right, I want to draw only under layer 1. So I'll go around and say I want my outline, because I know that's gonna be like, you know, a bigger. I know that's gonna be my thicker, you know, part. What I'm trying to say, my thicker line weight to be out of the boundary. So I want that to be blue, because I have blue set as my thicker boundary, or I will when I put in Illustrator. I'm gonna create a line, but I'm not just gonna type a line. I want to type in a polyline. Polylines are different than lines in that a line creates individual line segments. Even if you connected them, they won't know that they're connected. Polyline creates them all connected, so when I want to select just my whole outer boundary, I can click one time and I got it. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just use polyline, I type in PL enter for polyline, that's a shortcut command. PL for polyline, straightforward, right? I'm gonna draw right over this, click super fast. I can snap to everything nice and easy. Illustrator, like you can kind of snap to stuff, but not this easy. So I'm moving, right now I'm moving probably 4 times faster than I would in Illustrator, okay? Maybe even more. So while you have to learn a new software, you're actually moving a lot faster. People ask me how I get stuff done so fast sometimes. It's because I know how to jump between software really fast, okay? It's an important skill to learn.
If you exploded a polyline, would it just be a regular line?
Yes, you can explode the polylines into regular lines. You can join regular lines into polylines. That's not a problem. All right. So once I'm here, then I can just export this, save it as a DWG again, open it in Illustrator. Okay. So I'm gonna do it real quick. Just save. You know what? No, I'm not gonna go through that. We go through the rest on Friday. It's 12:50. Okay. Because right now you guys are not focused on this. Get your 3D models ready. You can start this process if you want, but you won't be into the Illustrator portion of that anyway. So it's better if I teach you closer to that moment.